welcome to this channel, Safety Talk with Adiat. Safety Talk with Adiat is a channel that is going to be looking into health, safety, and environment. We are going to be sharing knowledge in this channel in relation with our safety, our environment, and health. Knowledge, as we all know, is synonymous to light that leads our path into success, whereas ignorance leads to diseases, destruction, and death. Meanwhile, good thing about knowledge is that you can never have enough of it, because knowledge is continuum, and nobody can ever claim to know it all. Nobody can say he knows everything in this world. But as for me, I have chosen to share my little knowledge with you. Sharing of knowledge, when one shares his knowledge with others, the good thing is that it doesn't take the knowledge away from the sharer. Otherwise, everybody becomes richer in it. And another thing about knowledge is that the more you know, the more you realize how less you know. But the best thing is when you know, you share it with others for the benefit of others. So, before I proceed into this edition of Safety Talk with Adiat, let me quickly commit this channel to the glory of God Almighty and the benefit of human race. Now, on today's edition of Safety Talk with Adiat, we'll be looking at why concern for accident. Why concern for accident? Concern for accident dates back in history to the Industrial Revolution of 18th century. During this Industrial Revolution of 18th century, machines were invented, factories were built, and these machines were installed in the factory to enhance production. Before the advent of machine, people have been working, but the work then used to be labor intensive, whereby we have so many people working and making very less production. But by the advent of machine, which was introduced into the factory, people working with machines now become less. Less people are now working with machine and having enormous output in form of production. But this production was with a lot of problems. What are the problems? People were sustaining injury, people were getting maimed, people were getting deformed, and even death and fatality were recorded because people were exposed to a rotating part of the machine that were not properly guided. Also included is people's exposure, getting healed because of exposure to gases and fumes. So all these problems, these incapacitations, this deformation, injury, accident, all together now raise a lot of humanitarian issues. which led to protest from workers. So workers started protesting in support with their family that were losing their breadwinners. So workers and their family and their concerned citizens, they went into rampage, protesting against the unsafe working conditions that was causing a lot of problems and loss of earnings to the family's breadwinners. So the government of then the industrialized countries, reacting to these protests, enacted legislations that mandate it for the employers to pay compensation to injure workers and pay medical bills and pay employers to provide safe and healthful working environment. So by so doing, the employers now realized that there are economic factors that it now costs a lot of money to have accident. So they decided to put in place a safe working conditions to their employees. In a nutshell, we can say that was the advent of safety provision. And by so doing, it is not even only the economic factors that is affecting the companies or the employers. They also have the adverse effect of damping morale of the workers, because once a worker gets injured or gets maimed or killed during working period, definitely it will dampen the morale of other workers, and this will adversely affect the production of the worker. It is not only limited to that. We still have bad reputation as another consequence of people getting accidents in a company. So all these, made the employers also to sit tight and ensure that they put safety measures into their working activity. So in a nutshell, accident itself is something that can be avoided. What is an accident, by the way? Accident is any unwanted incident that happened due to unsafe act or unsafe condition. So whenever you have an unsafe act or you have unsafe condition, it can definitely lead to accident, whereby there will be injury or death or loss of property. So unsafe acts and unsafe conditions are the things that constitute accident. And when we say unsafe condition, most of the time this is referred to in safety as hazards. So hazards on its own means any things that has the potentiality of causing accident. And the work of the safety personnel or anybody that is concerned with the safety of people on site is to look for hazards. When you look for hazards, then you look for means of removing the hazards. So we have hierarchy of control. We have hierarchy of control. Either you eliminate the hazards completely, or you reduce the hazards to as low as reasonably permissible. So it's either you remove it completely or you control it. You can eliminate or you can control. And we have hierarchy of control. The hierarchy of control starts from engineering control. That is the first one. In the engineering control, you try to eliminate from inception the hazards. I'm still going to talk in detail in some upcoming editions, whereby I will go in depth into how this hierarchy of controls really works. But for this edition, I just want to mention it to you that there is hierarchy of control, from engineering control to administrative control and the use of personal protective equipment, which is known as PPE. Okay, so like I said in the beginning of the this episode, I said we are going to be sharing knowledge, and this knowledge will open our understanding to avoid accidents in our homes, in our offices, at the place of our work. And the target audience for this channel are going to be safety officers, safety engineers, safety coordinators, safety specialists, safety manager, health practitioners, and every individual that has one thing or the other to do with the safety of people on site, and anybody that has the interest of his or our own safety and the safety of other people and the well-being of our entire environment. So having said that, it seems as if this channel is for all. It's for all because it has concern for safety. So my prayer is that none of us will get involved in accident or injury. Amen. Amen alone is not sufficient, but it is also important that we seek for knowledge that can protect us and prevent us from falling into the accident or injury. So that is going to be how far I'm going to be talking today on this episode. Before I go, I just want to quickly point out that the name of this channel is going to be No Safety, No Pain. No safety, no pain. This implies no safety, no pain. No safety, no pain means when you have knowledge about safety, you will not experience pain. You will not have pain, or you will not have cause to experience or to know pains. You will not be afflicted with pains. But when there is no safety, when you don't care about safety, definitely pain is inevitable to such people. Pain will not be your portion and my portion. Thank you for listening, and please don't forget to subscribe to this channel, like it, share it with your loved ones, and press the bell button so that each time I drop a new video, you will have the privilege of getting the notification. Thank you very much and stay blessed. Bye for now.